We are going to turn this old rake into a jewelry display organizer. Hey there, I'm Amrita from Artria Jewelry, and today we're doing something a little different. I found this vintage rake. It's a heavy metal rake head in a garage sale, and I thought I'd turn this into a necklace holder, and I'm also going to add a little space for small dangly earrings to be hung as well. So I thought I'd take you along with me, and if you have something like this in your area and you find a rake like this, you might want to do the same thing. Materials I'm going to need, obviously a rake head. You can get these online too. I looked them up, but I'm just using something I found locally. And I love the rustic look on this. It has this beautiful maroon red finish with a little bit of, wear on it, but I think that looks rustic. So we'll clean it up a little bit, but for the most part, I'm going to use it as is. And then I'm going to use some macrame rope. If you don't have macrame rope, you could just get cotton clothesline. You could use jute if you want to add this accent like I'm going to do here today. And I'm also going to use that rope across here for the earrings. So let's see how this turns out. In terms of tools, you're going to need a pair of scissors to cut that rope. I'm just going to have my pliers handy just in case I need it. I have a glue gun that I have heating up here to help glue that rope to the metal and around itself. And then I also have some steel wool that I will use to just polish off any loose rust or loose paint on this. And I think that's about it. If I missed anything, I'll make sure to add that in the notes down here in the description. But otherwise, let's get started. I know this is not the best color, but I'm just going to set this down while I sand this rake so I don't get any of that steel wool on my felt mat. It's always tough to get that off. So I'm just using this old cutting mat. And all I'm going to do is just roughly run this steel wool against this. See, as you can see, it's already clearing some of that stuff off. I'm not going to do this too roughly because I do want that red patina to still stay on there, but just kind of brush that off, any loose thing. Now you could use a Dremel with a wire brush to do this, but like I said, I don't want to take off too much of the patina, so I'm just trying to be gentle with it. I'm going to speed up through this video because you don't have to watch me clean this out. But once I'm done with this, I'm going to wash this and wipe it down and then come back and we can wrap that cord around it. We're almost done with this part of it. There we go. Almost done. This part got the most rust, or maybe it didn't have that paint on it, so I'm just gonna clean that up a little bit. And this is why you want something under this, because look at the amount of rust and steel wool coming off here. Just to get this little bit of rust off of this, I think I'm going to use my Dremel. Make sure to wear some protection, a mask or something, because this stuff is going to fly everywhere. There, I'm going to just rinse this out and be right back. Here, I'm back with a nice clean rake head. And so now we're going to start wrapping that rope around here. I'm going to work straight off the spool just because I don't know how much I'm going to need here. And I'm going to start with pushing the rope in through this hole just to anchor it. And then start from the top and roll my way down over that anchor. Okay, so I just realized that my camera stopped recording while I was wrapping this, and I was showing you how I wrapped it. So I'm just going to walk through it. Hopefully, I considered taking it off and redoing it, but honestly, I've glued it down with hot glue, so didn't feel like doing that. So I'm just going to walk through how I did it. I did have the beginning of the video start, so that hopefully you saw that. What I did was I'm working straight off the spool. I put the rope up like that. From between here up on both sides, I put some hot glue on the back and then hot glue on the front, went all the way up to the top, and then wrapped over these two ropes to kind of secure it, and then put a little bit of glue on each side as I continued to firmly wrap down the length of this. And then as I got to the end here, I cut off the rope and then went over one side, in through the middle, out through the back, and then over the other side and in here. This is because typically if I'm going to mount this on a wall, I'm going to have a nail come out through this. So I wanted to make sure that I secure that rope in there. I'm going to put a little bit more of hot glue here, secure that, and then cut off the rest. So just let that dry, and then we can cut it off. Now after this, what I want to do is put some rope right across this so that we can hang some earrings off of the rope. So I'm going to put a dot of hot glue here. And start that wrap. And then I'm going to wrap on the top here and finish it off. And I'm just going to glue that little edge down too. There we go. We need another glue stick, so I'm going to put that in. And here is that to get the other side started. This glue really solidifies fast, so you have to work a little quickly. And the reason I'm going up and around and then down and around is to secure that in place. Here, finishing this off with a little more of that glue. We've just made ourselves a rustic handmade necklace holder. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a beautiful day.